Hello everyone, I'm Anthony and here's my teammate Blake. So today we're gonna present the project called SmartVision. So what SmartVision is actually doing is it's built upon the OpenScout, which is an automated situational awareness platform where a user can send frames to the cognitive engines and get some processed result. So what we're actually doing within the SmartVision is we're expanding the capabilities of the OpenScout by adding two modules. One is the OCR, which is called optical character recognition, and the other one is the large language models. For the OCR, we're using two PyTesseract OCR and the Microsoft OCR, and for the LLM, we have tested by using the llama 2, and we also deployed the OpenAI GPT API just for the reference. And here is our system architectures where you can see whatever in the gray area is basically originally implemented back in the OpenScout architecture, and we have already added some colorful areas at the end. So you can see there's a PyTesseract engine and the Microsoft OCR engine, and we have deployed the cloudlet LLM as a standalone services that used to intake all the results from the cognitive engines and process it and feedback to the users. So that basically wrap up the overview of our project, and I'm gonna relay back to my teammate Blake. He's gonna introduce some evaluation part and some findings of our project.
Yeah, hi, my name is Blake. So we have investigated several LLMs, and we have designed tasks to evaluate their capabilities, and we finally chose this llama 13 billion model as our deployment model. And for the system evaluation part, we have identified the bottleneck of the which is the LLM inference time, and we do have valuable findings about when we are cyber foraging cloudlets to offload LLM inference. There are two factors that we need to consider. One is the amount of GPU VRAM that the cloudlet can provide, and the other is when the LLM model almost fit into the GPU, we need to prioritize the cloudlet's memory bandwidth. And also, we found that the GPT enterprise API's inference time sometimes is very unstable. And with our edge-based LLM, we also provide privacy-preserving advantages, over the enterprise API.
So here is our SmartVision Group's lab demo. So we have different use cases based on the architecture that we have built. And the first use case is basically it does some translations of some foreign text. And this is like a really simple use case, so we're not going to go through that once on live. And what is actually more interesting is actually whatever the following is the summarization task, where think of you have this foreign written paragraphs. So what actually interesting is this next text where we do the summarization of some foreign paragraphs, and we basically letting the users to send the pictures of this text and then send back to the OpenScout servers, and utilizing the OCR and the LLM to give some processed result. And as you can see in the displays, it has already showed the summarization of this Korean paragraph. And our next text will be the extracting numbers. As you can see, what actually Blake is doing here is he is customizing some prompt saying extracting numbers for me, and then after he taking the picture and send it to the OpenScout, the LLM will process based on his customized prompt and this paragraph as well. And you can see in the displays we have shown some basic overviews of the numbers within this context. After the previous two texts, let's just do some more interesting text. This is more abstract or complex text for LLM to do. So basically what Blake is inputting is he's trying to figure it out. So imagine you're in a foreign restaurant and you have this foreign restaurant menus, recipe menus, and you want to know if they are they are vegetarians friendly or not. So we basically customize the prompt as the way that I mentioned and feedback to the LLM, and LLM just give us some answers. And obviously, none of the options are actually vegetarian friendly. So that's sad. So our very next task will be some summarizations of some handwritten task, but we allow the LLM to process it as some list of action items for us so that we can, maybe used in some office meeting report or something else. So as you can see in this prompt, it is a handwritten meeting notes that is jotted down by Blake. And at the time that we input the customized prompt saying, summarize these paragraph as action items for me, and then we scan the text and feedback to the LLM. LLM will process as the prompt instructed and give us some answers and informations of the action items.